Hello, Mr. Audit General. I understand that you called me in to investigate the Jansen High School case. So I saw some interesting things with the books that I feel like we can't ignore, and I wanted to go through a few of them. So first off, I'd like to say that the cash receipts all looked fine. All the amounts seemed correct and added up to $11.55 total that was stated. There is a chance that they may have not cashed a check within it, but we're not sure. We don't know for sure. That could always be a possibility. Next up is deposits. We were missing a check in there. We had check 3425 and check 3427, but check 3426 seemed to be missing, which affected the ending balance in a weird way. We're missing roughly $800 that we should have had. So I believe that's probably from the check 3426 or potentially a check that was not cashed. However, as I said, all of the checks seem to be cashed. So some questions we could ask the person that is being accused of embezzlement is, first off, where did check 3426 go? That's a very important question, I feel, because that could be the root of the issue. Next off, we need to ask if they're aware of the missing money. If they don't know what we're talking about, then there is less of a chance that they were the ones that embezzled it. Which leads me to question 3, if there is anybody else that has access to the books. So say the principal or superintendent, are they able to access the books and potentially change it? We need to definitely figure that out. So we need to know how high schools should handle stuff like this, and I believe that some internal controls that we could put into place are automated auditor systems. There's some computer programs that'll check over the work of them and be able to tell if there's any inaccuracies, whether it was intentional or non-intentional, and will not allow them to move on until they fix the inaccuracies. Next off are checks regularly from a person like myself. That's an internal auditor, and we can check out the system. So some risk of fraud that I see quite often is that there's only one person on the books. According to what you've given me, there's only one person that has access to the books, so we definitely need to look into having more than one person check it out every now and then. Next up is there could be some very non-noticeable amounts gone, so they could be taking just very small amounts and it just doesn't look like it adds up on the bills. However, usually there's the way the accounting works, you should be able to see all the checks on there. And then finally, money that's buried into a miscellaneous expense. The issue with those is that they can just put down miscellaneous expense and we have to go through all their receipts, which they may not potentially have, since it could be in smaller amounts and they just decided to throw it out. So we'd never really know whether it was an actual miscellaneous expense or someone that was stealing money. So some components of internal accounting that kind of make it easy to determine is that all of the money that goes in is either through revenue or property that they own. That's their only assets that they can have because of that. Any money going out is bills, so any of your electric bills or utility bills, and then finally anything else that they could have that could be costing them money. So I believe that it's a pretty good system right now. However, we definitely need to put some more internal checks into place, such as having me visit more regularly so we know what's going on with the system. And we definitely need to look over at the person that keeps the books and make sure that everything's doing okay, because the amount missing is a fairly large amount comparatively. But I believe that's all you wanted me to know. Thank you for your time. That's it.